Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to At His Feet podcast. This is Steadfast Pursuit, and we are thrilled to have some wonderful guests with us, whom we are going to have a wonderful conversation with. We have Maureen, we have Kate, and we have Michelle, who are my friends, but they are also very great and close friends among themselves. Wanakuanga a group, of friends, but of course we could only accommodate 3 for this time. When we grow, we may probably have more space for others, but I know they'll be watching this episode, so maybe we can have us introduce ourselves. So we can start with Michelle.
Hello, my name is Michelle. Yeah.
It's okay. Then Kate.
Hello, I'm Kate. Yeah.
I'm Maureen, and these are my friends.
Yeah, so I wanted you to introduce yourself so that they can get your voices from the onset. But I think maybe just from my perspective, and because I know you guys, albeit from afar, not really that we could say close interaction with each other, but probably when we cross, when it comes to events that we collaborate in, and of course we are members of the same church, but of course something that sells itself without even having to probe is that you guys are good friends. Yeah. We can see it on your social media. We can see it just live, yeah, that you're inseparable, if we can use that word. So probably maybe if we could start with Kate, you could tell us maybe from your perspective, you can give a story, of how you guys met. If you met at once, at a go, or it was separate occasions, maybe how did you meet and what was the story behind it?
Okay. So I can start with how I met Michelle. We went to the same campus at Strathmore, and we were in the same friend group for the longest, let's say like 3 years. Yeah, we were in the same friend group. You know how you can be in a friend group, but like you're just friends, but there's a deeper connection to friendship. So yeah, then I think what solidified or made us stronger than we were, I think, is laughter. Yeah, I wouldn't say the situation, but yeah. We connected more through laughter, where we just saw something, we looked at each other, laughed, and the walks after school, just laughing constantly, bonding over that. So I'd say we've been friends for, how long is that? I don't know. We've been friends for long, just no long.
So
from like 2021. Yeah.
From 2021. So like this friend group or friends group. So it's just a group of friends, or you have just decided to call it a friends group. For example, me and you are in an events organizing group.
Yeah.
So is that kind what you're referring to as a friend group, or this one that is specific, like entirely we are just friends? But then amongst these friends, my relationship with this person now, for you, your relationship with Michelle has become deeper than maybe the rest of the crew.
Yeah. Okay, as like a circle of friends, let's say you're like 5, there's always like 2 who are closer or 3 who are closer. Like it's always like, I don't know how to describe it. Like you're all friends, but there's always, there's always one you're more deeper with, like you're deeper with.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Michelle, did you feel like maybe in similar fashion that it also grew deeper? Like the feeling was mutual that you can become friends with Kate
Yes, I think so. I'm very specific with the people I make friends with. So we were in, like she said, a friend group back then. And, we're doing uni together. Everyone's confused. And you bond over that. And, I would have to say, when I met Kate, I thought to myself, this is a friend. So, when you're specific with something that you want and you think it, I said, this is a friend. So I will grow this friend.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe out of just the information that I know, that you're Ugandan, right? Did you feel a bit hesitant to form any kind of bond with Kenyans, thinking that maybe because you're here in school, you feel like the relationships you would make here would be a bit temporary than maybe long term? Was there like such a thought?
What I have to say is, the first friends I ever made when I came to this country were not Kenyan. They were Ugandans.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the first people I made friends with.
So it's like when you're coming, there's a WhatsApp group for Ugandans?
Yeah, by the way. Yeah. Okay. So when I get you, you get me, yeah.
You also like Clorox.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're like, I know you.
Yeah.
And then through them, they introduced me to Kate.
Okay.
Through them, I met Kate. Yeah. So I don't think there was hesitancy, but I don't think there was anything country related about it. I'm just not, I find it very difficult to make instant friends with a person. You have to get to know me and I'll have to trust you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you meet Maureen?
I met Maureen through Kate.
So Kate is like the glue.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're refusing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maureen has been quiet for a while. So Maureen,
yes.
How would you say you met the three of them? So I can imagine that probably the two of them. And we can also talk about all your friends who are also probably not here. They will hopefully have their day on the pod. So how did you come to meet them?
Okay, the reason I've said Kate is not the glue, it's because I first met Andrew. We have been friends with Andrew, I think, since we were in teens. And then something happened somewhere in between. No, first of all, I met Kate. Like, Andrew introduced us. And then I think I didn't like her at first.
Yeah,
because first of all, she was like, I'm from Strathmore. And I was like,
I didn't say that.
Bad vibes.
I didn't say
I was like, no, this one. So every time she used to come to church, and then because Andrew has a certain place where he sits. So after the youth service, she'd come to say hi to Andrew, and most of the time I'm with Andrew. And then I don't know, somehow now I started like wanting to know her, and then something happened in between that made us, bond. And then after that is when I think Michelle started coming to the youth service once in a while. And then now I think Kate and Andrew introduced me to Michelle, and she's such a vibe. As in, I don't feel like I'm struggling to be someone else when I'm around like both of them. I think we have the same sense of humor. They laugh at my jokes. I'm their unpaid comedian. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I met both of them through Andrew.
So when Andrew is introducing Kate, did you ever feel like she's intruding?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, the fact that Andrew and Kate were in the same high school, and then they were in the same campus. So I felt like
they knew each other more than
than
you know Andrew.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
because they've definitely known each other for longer. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So for me, the first time I interacted with Kate, it feels like we are talking about Kate. So it was through a WhatsApp message. Yeah. She sent me a text. So now, at the time, I was heading the events committee, and she wanted to volunteer to become part of the committee. So now we are about to meet so that I tell her about the events committee and what we do and the role she can play. And then I think she was waiting for me that day, and I didn't know Kate. Yeah, you see, like, to me chat, and then someone is just there, but I don't know until I think you introduced yourself again, that you're Kate. We had chatted, and I'm like, I felt guilty, by the way. But then now the good thing is that she took the ministry as fish to water. Yeah, there's a point in time where you're stuck on, let's say, like, venues. Then she pops up with like 3, and all of them are viable. You abandon everything that you are doing. You concentrate on what Kate has presented. For you, I don't think it's in choir. I think it's before, but I can't quite place it. But with time, like, we continuously, like, ile to bond normally, and I can say maybe it's one of those that grew and you don't know where it started.
Yeah.
Michelle, I am getting to know her. I know she's supposed to bring some samosas, but that's a story for 2 samosas. Story for another day. Yeah. So now for you, there's a time that you traveled to go study in Rwanda. And from what I know about now, the bond that you guys have, I don't know how that played your traveling for studies affected maybe how you guys relate.
I think we were closest in 2024 when I was away, because even before I went, I think I told them, we sat down, we prayed, we planned how we are going to communicate. Because again, I can't assume that we will be communicating and they don't even know my schedule. So what I did was, before I went, we even went out on a date, and then we just talked. And then now when I was away, I made it like it's like a routine. Every day I must, even if it's just giving them an update of what I've done the whole day. Like, guys, this is what I did in class, nini. And then she'd also say, like, this was my day, this is what I did. And then also now Andrew will also say. So I think constant communication. And then over the weekends, there was a point where I was so stressed and I needed to vent. And the first person I could think of was Kate, because most of the time Kate knows when to advise and when to listen.
Michelle.
Yeah. So at that time, like, over the weekend, even if, like, some people get suspended, sometimes my project is stuck. Like, things were just happening, and I could just call her, even if it's on a Saturday, a random Saturday, and she's driving. Or she actually used to call me when she's driving to church on Sundays. So I'd keep her company, because on Sundays I don't have classes. So she'd call me, I keep her company when she's coming to church. And then when they're going back home, most of the time she's with Andrew. So, and sometimes Michelle. So we'd talk. So basically catching up. We used to do catching up every week and every day, just updating each other what's happening.
How did it affect the two of you, her being away, I think she has talked about her, from her point of view, not much, you are closer. But then again, now from your perspective, how did it feel?
Okay, honestly, it was tough because this is someone you see almost every weekend, and then now you barely see them, so you're just talking to them on phone. But yeah, we just used to communicate, and talk. So it's just talking and communicating that helped. Okay. So there was no drift because the connection was like, you can still feel, this is my friend, we're still talking. It's just the same thing, just that you're not seeing her or meeting her. Yeah. Michelle,
what would happen now if, not if, I am hoping it's a when your friends get married and the people they are getting married to, they'll have to relocate maybe to a place where, in case you wanted to see them or meet them, you'll have to plan months before to go and see them. And are you probably ever prepared for such a case?
I would say yes, I am. Life is going to take you places, and we would hope that it takes you places. You don't want to be stagnant. And I think I would say it will not change much. The reason why I would say that is because I have seen friendships last through time. I've seen with my mom and her own high school friends. I've seen with my sister and her own friends. I've seen examples of friendships that have lasted through time. And it just, the difference would mean you love this person enough that when you're in the country, you go and say hi, you talk to each other. When something big happens, you're all in one WhatsApp group. We are in the 21st century. You have TikTok, you don't really have much of an excuse not to say hi. So even if I post something and I forget to inform you, you would comment and say, wow, congratulations. Okay. You know? So I think it's I can't say that I'm 100% prepared for it because it would be painful. But I think a part of me has accepted that loving somebody requires growth, and the person I'm looking at now is not the person I'm going to see 10 years from now. And it's going to change, and the situation will change, and I need to accept that and embrace it.
So you have been mentioning Andrew. So can we conclude that it's just the four of you, or your squad is bigger?
Well,
or you can explain.
Mostly. But
4 of us plus.
But other friends we also have. It's bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people who you also relate with, they become co-opted into it. Like, let's say, your boyfriends. Do they just become aware that the group exists, or because now the two of you are dating, they automatically become part of the squad?
No.
Why?
I feel like our friend Andrew is very conservative, and he's very choosy on the people he lets to his space. And I feel like us involving our boyfriends like into like deep matters, it will make him very uncomfortable, and it will make us like drift away. So even when the boyfriends come in, are you sure we are there? Okay.
No, it was just a question. Yeah.
Yeah. So they just know that we exist, and there's nothing more, like we are friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not unless you just form a group for your boyfriends.
Yes, and we can't add them.
Okay. So before we started recording, we were talking about self-reflection journeys.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't
So
go to
apparently all of you guys go except Michelle. You don't allow her to go. Yeah?
Except kids.
Okay, except kids. Yeah, so what's that all about? Maybe from Kate, who doesn't go, can give us her perspective on what happens even to her mental psyche when everyone has gone out, come back fresh, and she's same old Kate.
First of all, I don't know when they go for their self-reflection journeys, but I don't know. When they go, I don't notice they've gone for their self-reflection journey, if I can say that, because not that I don't notice. It's tough. Maybe they go for self-reflection, but we're still talking and they're still telling me like what's up, and like so it's you to see, like, we pray together. If it's something tough, like, we just pray together, or like if they're going through something, you just give them a bit of space as well as talk to them. So I think that's the self-reflection journey that they're saying. But just giving them space. And also communicating, praying together, or praying like for them individually.
Michelle, typically how long does that self-reflection journey take in terms of time?
Hey, I guess it depends. Where is your destination?
On average, let's say the past 4 self-reflection journeys that you have taken.
Hey, wait, 4 is a lot. But what I can tell you is, how long does it take? I really can't give a timeline to something like that. You only know when you've been through something, when it's over. That's what I would like to say. I can't put a number.
So it's like when your mind or heart is settled, that's when it's over.
When you feel settled, that's when you know that.
Okay. So let's say after your self-reflection, because it's something I have heard from the 3 of you, do you like give a report or something, or it's maybe the way Kate is saying that you are constantly talking and then probably they just get a general overview of okay, Michelle was going through something and now she's fine.
Oh, I think this is the first time I have been going through something and I was communicating about it. Most often than not, I would go through, I'd be very silent. And when it's finished, I would communicate to you, this is what I was going through, But I don't want to say recently, but now is when I am more communicative about it. I would be telling, for example, them, this is what's happening. Or I'll tell them stories so they can know, hey, this is what's happening, guys. So now I can't really say it's finished. That period.
Maybe when someone checks up on you, by the way, you are going through this and this. Okay. Maureen. Has anyone ever told you anything that shocked you? Like you couldn't imagine maybe they are going through such things?
Yes. Of course. Of course I can't share.
You don't have to share, but like what went through your mind, heart? How did you handle it?
How did I handle it? I'm a very calm person. Like whenever you come and tell me something, even if it's very touching, I think most of the time I'll be very neutral. Like you might even not see my reactions. And when they told me about the whole issue, first of all, I was shocked because this is someone you see, like she's very strong. Every time maybe I'm calling her, him or her. They're excited. Like, they don't look, okay, we say don't look like your problems, but they don't look like what they are going through. So you're like, oh my God, you've been going through that. And maybe, I think it makes me like maybe step back and also ask myself, like, how much am I sharing with this person? Because maybe the time they were going through that, hard phase, I was also bombarding them with my own issues. Yeah. So I just stay calm, and first of all suggest prayer, because I think that's the only way we can solve all these issues. Or maybe suggest, like, Kate loves quality time. So if she's going through something so hard, we'll just suggest, even if you are on a budget, we'll suggest a very low budget activity. We go, we sit down, laugh, talk about it, and then after that, at least we know when she's going back home, she's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kate, do you maybe recall a time when probably you felt like there's something that has rocked your group's relationship and it's like you are disintegrating us?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Do you envision
Hopefully
such
not.
a thing?
Hopefully not.
What happens when it comes?
When it comes, I think we'll just would need to talk and see I think we just need to talk about it and get to the bottom of, like, what's wrong, like, what's happening, first of all, and why it's going the way it is. Yeah, and maybe just give each other space for a bit, because everyone needs space at some point. So yeah, just talk about it, give each other space to reflect, and then, yeah, we take it from there.
Nalamba glucose.
Yeah, we take it from there.
Do you ever feel like at some point, maybe as a group, you'd want to go through counseling?
Yeah,
we'll cancel ourselves.
You guys are hardcore.
We'll cancel ourselves.
Yeah, because I hear some relationships, the way they work, not really I'm recommending it for every other group, but it's just like a normal, even a romantic relationship where something rocks the way you two relate, and counseling is suggested. It may not necessarily even be professional or anything, but just as you're suggesting, like friends, you can meet, talk even amongst yourselves, and then like you're just asking yourselves, like, what really happened hapa hivi, and is this maybe out of everything that you have done to ensure that your relationship has stood the test of time, maybe just this one thing is the one that is rocking you guys, and you feel like you can maybe do something to overcome it. Yeah. So are you open for intake?
Therapy.
Not therapy, like letting in other people into,
like a third party.
Okay, well, it's like a fifth party.
Yeah, we just discussed about this. Yeah. We are taking auditions, by the way.
We came into church today before you called on us. I was like, I'm going to make new friends there.
Yeah. It's like, I need to expand this circle. It's too small.
Okay. Is this does this mean like you're having friends outside this group, or you're letting other people into the group?
Well,
interesting.
I don't.
What would make me get into your group?
Being intentional, I think, and just feeling like we have a safe space with you.
But I think that would ideally take a bit of time. It's not like an application made and you go meet the four of you, discuss, and then say approved?
You might meet and discuss. You never know. You never know. Just
plus, I think also the vibes. Yeah.
Yeah, because typically, I think when you talk about someone being intentional, I feel like it's something you need to observe over time and know from which position this person is coming from. But yet I still believe that you can still let in someone just by, it could be gut feeling. Yeah. Many people have their own criteria, but then again, to each their own. Sindel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what have you loved about Kenya?
Oh, you know, there's Fanta passion here.
Fanta passion?
You know, in UG it doesn't exist.
Eh.
Yeah, so when I came first and then I tried it, I went on like a binge for like 3 months.
Fanta
Months is
passion.
an understatement.
KD, just 3 months. Yeah, they didn't have that in UG. So I was like, what is this?
Okay.
But yeah, it was really nice. I also like the freedom of speech here. You guys have memes of your presidents. You have gifs of everybody. Stickers. Like, there's a lot of freedom of speech and acceptance of that is your opinion, this is mine, which I like. You know, before coming to Kenya, I will tell you, these guys, is the Ugandans and TZ people feel like Kenyans are very bash, you know? They are too outward. And you know, when you're outward, they assume that is rudeness, you know? So every time I met a Kenyan person, before coming to Kenya, my first thing was, this person's rude.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. But now coming, I realize it's not rudeness. It's them wanting to, they're just direct. They're telling you exactly how they are feeling, and this is what they want.
Maybe probably the same way we feel about Nigerians. Yeah, like it could be, it's their nature. You'd say they're just loud, they're on your face, they're confident. And then you're thinking, this one's no. But then you get to a point where you realize that it's their nature. Probably the way they grew up, the environment. Yeah, so we were rude until you met Akina Kate.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Well, Kate is there.
I'm the sweetest.
Why?
And for the two of you, maybe when you, probably you had other Ugandan friends, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, now when you met your Ugandan friends, was there some maybe stereotype that you had about them, and you're like, this is how you will handle them, until probably you got to a point where you felt like they're just human like us? Yeah.
Well, for me, not really. I don't even not really. I don't know why they like bananas like that. So that pisses me.
They are the best.
And they can't eat dry food.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. They can't eat dry food.
So for you, Maureen?
For me, I think I've interacted with Ugandans on a different level. And I think they're very kind people. They think we are rude, but for me, the Ugandans I've met, they are very kind. So I could see them and be like, I have another friend called Michelle, and she's equally kind. So I know their president is sort of a dictator, and I thought they'd come with that mindset of like maybe they'd want to dictate how I live my life or how I talk. But surprisingly, they're very accommodating, and they're very kind, and they're very nice, and they're very generous and kind people. Yeah.
And full of vibes.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think maybe for today, because Andrew is not here, I would have asked some some more questions. I know you know which questions, but thank you so much for making time to come to the podcast and giving your, I don't know, your just views on how maybe friendship on a group dynamic works. And we hope that even for those who are out there and they have a group that they call themselves like close, you guys have a name for your group?
No.
But there's an emoji.
Yeah, so like for groups who are relating as friends, they have also their own ways in which they handle their relationship and how they come through for each other. So for today, we had the nameless group. The emoji group.
It's a heart emoji.
Yeah, so you guys, in case you also didn't know, people see. Yeah. And I think I was talking to Kate some other time on the DMs, and I was telling her about you guys. Yeah, and I was saying that you have a friendship that is quite admirable, and you should keep it up. Yeah, we are nothing without the relationships that we have, and we hope that many out there will also maybe strengthen the relationships that they have amongst each other. Do not live alone. Do not die on your own things, but share with friends. Find those who are intentional. So maybe as we wrap it up, maybe some parting shot from all of us, and then we call it an episode. So we could start from Michelle again, then we come to Maureen, and then Kate.
What I'm going to say is pray for your friends. So I don't mean obviously pray for the friends that you have. What I'm saying is that if you want to have good, genuine friends, I'm saying ask God for them. Yeah. There's nobody that has walked into my life that is my friend now that I didn't ask for. That's all I have to say. Awesome.
Thank you. Maureen?
To echo what Michelle has said, before you even get those friends, pray about it. Like, pray for the spirit of discernment, that when you meet this person, you can actually feel like you are home, and you can feel like this is someone I can trust. This is someone that will show up for me. This is someone when I call them at maybe 3 a.m. and I'm crying, they'll not be like, yo, I'm sleeping. Like, they'll show up for you every time. And also when you are in that friendship, make an effort of praying for your friends, because things happen and life is lifing. Right now we are in our 20s, whereby all of us are trying to navigate our career journeys. We are trying to navigate personal growth and all that. So make sure you pray for your friends and make an effort of making that friendship work, because I think people think friendships just work like that, but I believe you have to invest in friendships. Invest your money, invest your time, and also invest your emotions, and definitely the friendships will work. And put God first in everything you do. Yeah.
Awesome. Kate?
I think I'd say everyone needs a friend. So if you don't have a friend, get yourself a friend, and an intentional one. We can't all be alone. And you should treat friendships just like relationships, because like what do they call the love relationships? What would we call them? The romantic relationships. You should treat them as that, because they're relationships in the end. So find a friend.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know, what is the song that we all need someone to lean on? Yeah. So on behalf of Andrew, you are well represented here. And also, just to let you guys know that we are always on, and this was a great opportunity for me also to stand in for Jael and Faith, and also Alan. So next time when you see them around, it's not that I've been replaced. I was standing in the gap. Yeah. So until the next time, we will be back like a vertebrate. Yeah. Thank you.